I just want to thank everyone for the support that I've had on the channel recently. It's been very, 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 very lovely to see how many people are supporting me at the minute. And I just wanted to say that for when I reach 300 subscribers, which may very well be soon, I want to do a Q&A video, basically just answering some questions, and helping you guys, the audience, know me more as a person. I feel like it would be a good little icebreaker, if you will. So if you want to be involved in this Q&A, just leave a comment down below. Just let me know what you think. What you think I should answer, really. Just ask a question, that's all there is to it. But anyway, I'll let you get back to the normal video, which is I'm going to be cutting your hair. And thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. Oh, hello, you must be my client today. You're here for the virtual haircut, right? Yeah, okay. Very cool. Well, I just want you to know before we start, this is a very, very experimental process, of which I don't fully understand yet, and a lot of people don't. But essentially what's happening is I will create an audio sensation which then will trigger your brain into releasing hair from your head at certain points, giving you a virtual haircut straight through the screen. Now this might be some sort of AI technology, I'm not quite sure. Something happens along the chain of me recording myself cutting your hair to your hair falling from your head that I don't think even the leading scientists in the subject fully understand. But all you need to know is that it works and it's safe. Although I wouldn't recommend listening to this too many times, as it may cause you to go bald, and no one wants that. Okay. Right, so let me just start by checking out your hair. What sort of style are you going for, do you know? Okay. Yeah, I think I can achieve that. So I'm going to shorten these areas a little bit, just to give it some layers, and then I think leave a little bit of length here, and then on the back take off a little bit as well. Just make sure it all blends together very well. Okay, well, to start off, I'm just going to brush your hair. Wow, you've got very knotted hair. But it's okay, because I've dealt with worse customers in my time. Right, this should be very relaxing. And feel free to close your eyes at any point. If you can feel yourself drifting off, it'll be very exciting. I can imagine waking up with a whole new haircut. Anyway, right, your hair seems pretty brushed to me. So now I'm going to go in with these scissors here. And as you can hear, they make a very distinct snipping sound. Snip, 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 snip. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start making some cuts, okay? I don't want to take off too much length yet. It's always better to not take off enough than to take off too much, because then of course you can't go back. Okay. Let me just get up here a little bit. Okay, so let me check out your hair. it's getting to a point where I think we're starting to see it take shape already. You haven't asked for the simplest of haircuts, but it's definitely something I can achieve. Let me just scoot in a little bit closer here. Now it's important to remain calm throughout this, because your brain can make up a variety of sensations and it could lead to side effects such as input lag and other factors, misinputs, causing your brain to release the wrong hairs in the wrong places, and more importantly the wrong amounts. It's all good if you lose a millimetre here and there in the wrong places, but you don't want to lose an inch in the wrong place, I'll tell you that much. No, because I'm a very, very skilled hairdresser, I do this thing called a rapid fire mode. Have you ever seen Edward Scissorhands? Yeah, well, basically, I'm very good at that. And what this does is, well, first of all, it greatly speeds up the process. But also, I feel like it leads to a less messy cut, because this is over the internet, of course, and it's not going to be as precise as a real normal haircut. I feel like taking lots of smaller, more rapid cuts makes the result a lot more finalised and feel a lot more complete. Right, so the thing is, this is a very straightforward cut, but it's the subtleties which make it more difficult. Now, if you just move your head down a little bit. Okay, good, thank you. Just want to help it take shape a little bit more. Now, you don't need to worry about me accidentally cutting your skin or anything like that. You don't need to worry about that, because this is a sensation that only affects your scalp. That is where it is safer than a normal haircut. Not that there are any severe risks of getting a normal haircut, but of course there are slight risks, human error and such. But with this, I think this is why it's going into trials. It gives a safer, more consistent alternative to haircuts. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the inventor of this technique was a very well-known hairdresser, Dr. Raffy Taffy, who actually pioneered, I wouldn't say he invented this technique, but he pioneered it, and he made people realise that this can be a legitimate way of cutting hair. So I'd like to thank him for that, because, well, I'd be out of a job if it wasn't for him, to be honest. The amount of clients recently, especially, that I've been doing, who insist upon having virtual haircuts is, well, it's insane. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush your hair just to straighten it out and try and figure out what shape it's holding now. it's definitely looking closer. That's for sure. It's looking very good, I must say. I think I've done a good job. As for payments by the end of this, by the way, just in case you're wondering, because this is a trial, it's going to be completely free of charge. But that doesn't mean to say you should watch this video every time you need a haircut, because of course this isn't a fully developed system of cutting hair just yet. So we may be prone to bugs and unintentional hair loss, in which case we are not liable, as you understand the risks of said haircut. Okay, let me get a little bit closer. Right. Well, it just depends how much more you want off. Do you want it to be a lot shorter? Do you want to keep it a similar sort of length? Because I've got the style right. Now it's just a matter of deciding whether you want less length or more length. You want less length. Okay, well, I can definitely do that. I can definitely, now that I've got the shape down, and it seems to work very well with your face, I think. Let me just move this out of the way here. Okay. Yeah. It seems to be very, very harmonious. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Now, I think now the best course of action would be to just keep cutting it down until I think we're at a point where we can say you're happy with it, because again I've got the style down and we're just removing length, but I want to make sure you're happy with the length before we commit to going any shorter, and then we can't get that hair back. Now you may notice, just as a side note, not all of it will come out instantly. It can take a matter of days before it all completely falls out. So that is quite a significant disadvantage towards getting a virtual haircut, but I do think that the consistency, or at least the potential consistency of virtual haircuts, is a very intriguing selling point. Right, so I'm just going to take off maybe 0.5 centimetre at a time and just see what we're working with. Right, what do you think of this? We're at this length now. Would you mind looking to the side for me? Yeah, this side. Yeah. No, other side. Yeah, okay. What do you think of that length? A little bit more off. Okay. I'm gonna take off maybe 0.75 centimetre this time. Is that okay with you? Yeah, okay. Because I mean, it can always grow in a little bit, and from what I'm seeing, I think it'll look very good. seems my scissors, maybe I've worked them too much, but they seem to be struggling a little bit. So I'm going to finish cutting off just that 3/4 of a centimetre, and then I'm going to, I think, call it quits. Because, I mean, I've got it where I want it to be, and hopefully where you want it to be. So I think it's just these finishing touches, and we're more or less done with this virtual haircut. Again, I'm going to finish it off with some rapid fire snips. Let me check it out. Okay, I think we should be just about done with this virtual haircut. I must say, it looks very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. Let me just touch up a little bit. Maybe give it one last quick brush. Nothing crazy. Just style it a little bit. Make it look a little bit less intentional. Yeah, I think that looks good. What do you reckon? Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much for being a participant in the trials for these virtual haircuts. I'm very grateful that you would take the time to receive a virtual haircut from me. It means a lot. And thank you. I hope you enjoy the finished product. If you do want another virtual haircut from me in the future, I believe you can let me know in the comments, and I can go for a different style for you, or more of the same but a different length, or something like that. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we'll keep in contact. Thank you very much for attending this virtual haircut. I hope you learned something today. Maybe learn the alternative options for getting a haircut in the future. And I am very passionate about the field I work in. So, yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you at a later date, possibly. Let me know if you want more haircuts from me. And that's all. Very, very, very goodbye. You did very, very well. Thank you very